The Maine Attorney General's office has ruled a deadly police shooting involved with a man with autism in 2021 at an Augusta homeless shelter was justified. 34-year-old Dustin Parody of Augusta was shot after police were called to the Bread of Life Ministries for a call about a man threatening people with a knife. When they arrived, they say they found a man who had been assaulted by Parody. That man was eventually taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. And two Augusta police officers, Sebastian Guptill and Chris Blodgett, had an armed confrontation with Parody, and he died from his injuries. According to the Attorney General's report, Parody charged at the officers with his knife and ignored several commands to put the knife down. Every officer involved shooting investigated by the Office of Attorney General has been ruled as justified.